Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope in this time of pandemic, everyone is taking good care of themselves. Keep yourself in, keep yourself safe, keep washing your hands, keep yourself neat and clean, be hygienic, and also a positive attitude. You know, as many writers and poets have said, that if it is winter, then spring is not far behind. That means if we are going through any type of problems, spring, that is good days, are just behind that, just coming. So keep this positive attitude, everything will be alright, and keep watching my videos. So today we are starting with class 10's second chapter. The book we are taking is First Flight. We have already done the first chapter in my previous video, and we are doing the second chapter, and that is Nelson Mandela. You all must have heard about this great man, the man who won the Nobel Peace Prize because he had achieved something which was next to impossible. He had fought a fight against racial discrimination, which is also known as apartheid. Apartheid, the separateness, the racial discrimination between the blacks and the whites. We'll do about it, and we are going to read an extract from his own autobiography. What is autobiography? Autobiography is the story a person writes about his own life. So this was Nelson Mandela's life story, Long Walk to Freedom. He himself has written, so it is known as the autobiography. Alright? And from that, we are doing an extract in class 10. Alright? Read about what all he has done. Try to read his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. Try to read it. And rest, we have one extract, small extract from his autobiography, which we are going to do today. We'll start today. A little about Nelson Mandela. He was a black man, belonged to the black community. Alright. And I have a little small, general information before we start. When we are talking about a person, we are reading a part of his autobiography, we should know a little about this person. So I'll tell you that he was addressed as Madiba by the people. He was addressed as Madiba. He was called Madiba, and he belonged to the Xhosa clan. Alright. And he belonged to the Thembu royal family of Xhosa clan. Thembu royal family of Xhosa clan. And people called him Madiba. Alright. And he is known for the fight of apartheid that he took at hand, and he was quite determined to fight against it, and because of which he was imprisoned for 27 years of his life. He was put in jail. 27 years is a big part of his life. He was in jail because he was caught demonstrating, protesting, fighting for rights for the black people. He was a very law-abiding person. Very law-abiding. He did not break any laws. But the time when the whites were ruling, they found that he was doing something against them, and so he was caught and jailed, and he was in jail for 27 years, but he did not lose courage. He did not want that if he would put his step down, others would also lose hope. he did not want to stop there. Even after being imprisoned, he kept fighting for this harsh discrimination between the blacks and the whites. For decades, the white people were ruling South Africa. Nelson Mandela belonged to South Africa. South Africa, that is there in the southern hemisphere, belonged to the South Africa is in the continent of Africa and at the southern part. Alright, and for years, for decades, decade is how much? One decade is 10 years. So for many decades, the white people were ruling and the blacks were restricted from so many things. They did not have political rights. There was such a lot of restriction on them for, they could not go to all clubs, all hotels, all restaurants. They had to go to those that were meant for black people. Same that was for the children. They could not go to the normal school. They had to go for all black children's school. Alright. And there were many things, they were oppressed community and they were not given good jobs. They were just like slaves. Very badly they were treated by the whites. And for this, Nelson Mandela stood up, protested, revolted, rebelled, everything. But in a law-abiding way. He did not break any law. But because he was found guilty by the white, so he was put into the jail, and there he spent 27 years. Alright. And in 1990, he came out of the prison. After that, the election took place in 1994. When people in the world, people of South Africa, they realized that this man had been fighting for so long for them. Everybody came up, and finally in 1994 there were the democratic elections. Democratic elections where people were allowed to vote and elect their own president. It was then he was elected. So he was the first democratic president. Alright. And he was president for 5 years. That is from 1994 to 1999. Even we have the presidentship of 5 years at a time. Alright. And he was born, Nelson was born on July 18, 1918 to December 5th, 2013. So just 7 years back, he expired. But his major, life was in jail. 27 years is a big, long time, isn't it? And he was also, because of this, because he fought for the blacks, when these, people, the black people found him doing so much for them, fighting for them, when he became the president, he was also known as the father of the nation. In the same way, like Gandhiji, we also refer to him as father of nation because Gandhiji has got the main role that he had played in our freedom struggle. He was the person, behind our freedom. So even Nelson Mandela is known as father of the nation of South Africa, right? And so, when this day was there, he had on 1994, 10th May 1994, he was elected as a president, and he had to take there was a swearing in ceremony, oath taking ceremony, which was taking place in the amphitheater of Pretoria. Amphitheater of Pretoria. Now, why it took place here? Because this amphitheater, this is an open air theater, sandstone, made of sandstone, open air theater, and it is present located in Pretoria, and for decades this was a seat for white supremacy. All right, and so the blacks were not allowed in there. So to mark this day as an important day, this place was chosen, the place where the blacks previously were not allowed to enter, and so this took place here. All right, and when he, the swearing-in ceremony had to take place, many international dignitaries, they came from all over the world to be a part of this important day where the blacks got their rights back. Many dignitaries came, and they came before the occasion, and Nelson Mandela, in his speech on the day of taking the swearing-in ceremony, he thanked each one of them to be present there, because that was the victory of peace, justice and human dignity. So he thanked each of the international dignitaries who were present there for coming and being present and wanting to have again relations with South Africa. Because there were many countries where they even did not want the white supremacy to be doing all that, the racial discrimination. Many countries were against this, but today on this special occasion, many people were there to show that they were again with them and would have good relations in future. So, and on this day, 10th May, he refers, that day that he was on, it was 10th May, it was an autumn day. Why autumn day? 10th May, for us in India, it is summer. It is because I know some people of you know that South Africa is in the southern hemisphere. We all live in the northern hemisphere. India, Asia is in the northern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere people follow, the seasons are just the opposite. When we are having a summer, they are having their autumn and winter. So it's just the opposite. So there on the 10th of May, it was autumn season. His daughter was along with him, Zenani. His daughter was there with him on this special day. And when the ceremony started, the first deputy president and the second deputy president, they took the oath first, and then came Nelson Mandela, and he pledged to liberate all the people from the bondage of poverty, discrimination, color discrimination. Poverty is, they were all very poor. They were restricted from the main jobs and all. They were just like slaves. So he said, I will remove this poverty thing, color discrimination, gender, any discrimination based on gender, any on color, and everything they were deprived of, they would get back. And also he would remove all the political restrictions that were put on them, and they would again be part of the elections and all the other things politically that were there in that. And he also says that they were once the outlaws, once these black people were banned from everything, and now these outlaws had got the opportunity to host such an occasion where so many international people were there, and he was so happy. He thanked each one of them. He was overwhelmed, he was very happy that there were so many people who had come to congratulate him and to show that to show a mark of equality, to show that we are again in good relations. And after he took the oath, the defense personnel and all, they when he was giving the speech, he also said that I'm so thankful that so many rainbow colored people are sitting here. He thanked them, rainbow colored people. Why? Because actually, the black people were known as the colored people. whites were whites and the blacks and the browns all were known as the colored people, and that is why he said there were so many people from international areas, international countries. They were all of different colors. Some were white, some were brown, some were black, different, they belong to different countries. So he refers to them as the rainbow colored people. Rainbow has got 7 colors, and so many different people had come from different countries to be with him on this special day. And all the defense personals, you know, they stood up, they saluted at him, and just saluted at him. And then he said that, you know, these people, they are saluting me now, they are giving so much of respect, but they were the ones who had arrested him one day. So he was happy that that day had gone, the black clouds had been removed, and now there was clear sky, there was liberation, there was freedom for the blacks. And you know, just then there was a spectacular show of display, spectacular array, that is show or display of many aircrafts on the, you know, in the sky. And they all moved in a chevron, that is a zigzag V, you know, V-shape way. They just, all the aircrafts were moving up and down in a zigzag pattern, and everybody looked with awe. Everybody was surprised and looked, you know, with awe, with surprise at the spectacular show. And you know, from each of the planes there was a trail of smoke of different colors. It was looking so very beautiful. And what were these colors? These colors were that were on the flag of the African flag. And those colors were red, blue, green, golden, and black, and everything in the sky. You know, they moved in such beautiful pattern. It looked so nice. It was such a spectacular show. A day that will never be forgotten in the history of South Africa, in the history of the world, of Nelson Mandela. I'm doing this much only today. You know, after this, Nelson Mandela, you know, he starts recalling what had happened before that. That we will do in the next video of mine. Read this much from your book so that you understand better. Read a little about Nelson Mandela. If you get a chance to read his autobiography, please read that too. And do take good care of yourself. We'll be back in the next video. Thank you so much.